What's the challenge with defending Jeanty on Friday?
Tackling him, getting on the ground. He's a great running back. So we got to tackle low, kill his motors, and we got to get Hatch to the ball. I mean, we got to execute our plan, but he's the guy that makes their whole operation work.
I know it's been a long time since there's been a back like him probably in this sport.
Since there's been a what?
A back like him in this
Oh,
sport.
okay, gotcha.
Does he remind you of anybody? Just on tape?
Jeanty is Jeanty. He's a hell of a back. You know, powerful, great balance, bounces off of people, and, you know, people bounce off of him. I think he has good vision, and then when he gets in the open field, he can go. So, you know, it's one ball. It was one ball when, no, it was just one ball, I'll say that. We got 11 hats to the ball. That's what we got to do.
How do you combat? He breaks tackles like probably nobody in college football. How do you know he's going to break a few? What do you do?
We got to be consistent with our pursuit. You know, we got to be physical. I mean, and when you tackle him, you can't tackle him high. You have to get low. So if I grabbed onto your legs, how far are you running?
Well, he's stronger than I am.
Well, I'm just saying. Absolutely, he is. But I'm just saying, if I tackle you up high, there's a chance,
yeah.
you know. But if I get on your legs and I do a great job of, you know, transitioning on my feet, know where I'm trying to, you know, the emphasis of where I'm trying to tackle you and stuff. I mean, he's, you know, 5'9", 5'10", so his center of gravity is already low, and he's powerful. You know, our best chance is, you know, get 11 hats to the ball, great relentless pursuit, and then get on his legs and kill his motors.
Is that? I mean, that I'm guessing that's the plan for pretty much everybody that faces him. Is it? You have to actually see him though, and get a message, get him to send you that message before you it really sinks in that you got to go low, or.
I mean, I think that, you know, yeah, that's the emphasis every time, but you put a little bit more emphasis on it when you're facing a great back like this and you see the tackles that he does break. Yeah. Because he is different. He's unique.
Yeah.
Over the last month, what improvements, if any, have you seen in the way your defense is playing and executing the game plan?
Well, shoot. I mean, there's a lot of different things. You know, last week was a great challenge, you know, with you know, they had some really good receivers and the quarterback was good. So, you know, I think that we did a really good job, first of all, stopping the run. Their run yardage came off of the quarterback scrambling, you know. And then I believe I know our DBs did a really good job covering. I know that they got out a couple times on the screens and things of that nature, but, you know, we did a really good job covering. You know, Air Force game, I thought the plan that we had was really good. We hung in there, we got some stops. You talk about making sure you get 4 stops. You know, and, you know, we hung in there for the first half. The second half got away from us. So, but that game, you know, defending the run, you know. And then, you know, we lost our eyes a couple times in that game where we did have good eyes in the Washington State game. I'm trying to go back over the last month. But I think there's been improvement all around, you know, because I've been playing a lot of different bodies, young guys, and then getting some of those healthy bodies back. And there's been improvement, you know, everywhere. We just got to put it all together at once.
Coach talked about getting Jaheim on the field more. Mm-hmm. He's made some starts. What are you seeing in his growth over the course of the season?
Yeah, he just needs experience of playing and just in the playbook, the calls, and him building the confidence within himself with his preparation of knowing the call and then making the call and having his eyes right. He's a tremendous athlete. And he does you know, I mean, he's physical. I mean, you know, you just look at him and he gets off the bus and you're like, man, who's that guy? You know, but then it's all those other things of being consistent with your technique and discipline, you know, with your calls and then execution.
And in and you see that coming along.
Yeah, it's coming along. Yeah, I mean, we're all getting better, all of us, you know. So, but that's coming along, and particularly with him, he's a young guy within this scheme and this defense.
With your linebackers, like where do you think they've made the most progress under Cooper? Like that was obviously kind of the young group coming into this year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Cooper is a very, very detailed coach, man. I mean, he spends a lot of time with his notes and preparing his meetings. I just think again, you know, we started off early in the season rough with the run game, you know, and then I think a lot of improvement with you know, along with the D-line up front and just that emphasis and with how he prepares them, because at linebackers is tough. You got to play the run, and then you're also involved in a lot of the pass. So he's just very detailed, and you know, you can see it within the play with that, you know, Chiz and Melvin has had, and Dexter, young Dexter playing and stuff like that, and even, you know, AJ is over there with him now.
We hear a lot about having disciplined eyes on the defensive side of the ball. What exactly can you guys do in practice-wise to sort of shore that up for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, so what that means, and I'll speak like DB wise, is like, you're guarding a receiver. You got to look at the receiver. A lot of times, what happens was you play off coverage or even in press, and a guy's breaking a route. That you want to look and see what the quarterback is. He's throwing it to you. Well, that's the worst thing to do because you have to finish and keep driving. And then once you make up that ground to the receiver and you're in position, then you can afford yourself to look because then no double moves or anything can happen. They have to go back through you. So it's just more of emphasis. And then, let's be real. Discipline comes down to you. You have to be disciplined. So one of the things that you do is you just keep drilling and drilling and drilling. I mean, when I played, my coach said be disciplined and do that. I mean, that's what I did. And sometimes it is hard. You do want to take that peek, but I tell guys, the quarterback ain't throwing to you. You see him throw the ball, you're going to watch the receiver catch it.
Another young guy we started talking about Exodus in the summer. And throughout the course of the season, he's just taken on a bigger and bigger role, and he made a huge play Saturday against Washington State. What do you see in his growth over the season?
Just the same thing. Just, he's getting a lot of reps, learning the defense, and a big thing out there with the cornerbacks is technique, and then being in phase, and really it starts with, your footwork. We play a lot of press, so guys get up there and they think about their hands, but really when you're playing coverage, it's all about your feet and your eyes. And, he's done a really good job just playing, and just staying at it, taking the coaching points from Coach Chance, myself, and, just adapting to the defense and being ready to play when he needs to play.
Going back to the Washington State game, Coach said that you guys practice sort of that scramble once a week. There was one player who specifically said that he went to the other side, he went to the wrong side. What did you see on tape in that play? The scramble at the end when they're, lateral on their side.
Oh, yes. I mean, when they're just lateraling the ball around and stuff like that, that's the one you're talking about. You're just up there and you're just waiting for them because they have to keep lateraling it back and forth, and you're just waiting for one of your guys to just get it on the damn ground, for the game to be over. And then, one play comes to mind is obviously back in Cal Stanford. And what was the one I saw it on TV the other day. Ball. No, it was like Ball State or something like that. I can't remember the team, but it was, the team thought they had it won and they were lateraling it back. And anyway, answer your question, just watching that play, glad that it came down to that. And I knew once you do that, 99% of the time you're going to win the game. But it was I'm just happy for the guys that, that we won, and because, it's been a rough go. And, now it's like everybody got some juice back and playing. But as that play was going, man, I was just like, somebody get it on the ground, please, hurry up.
Did you notice any player float to that other side?
I mean, I'm up there and I'm just seeing a lot of bodies and a lot of people. I think J-Rob was running one time or something. I can't remember. No, I don't want to say something that I don't know for sure. So I didn't know.
It was Jaden that said we went to the wrong side.
Is that right? Okay.